Okay. Also at a catch weight of 180 pounds at UFC 279, Daniel Rodriguez defeats Li Jingliang by split decision, earning 29-28 on two of the judges' scorecards. Jingliang getting his own 29-28. Mark, what was your take? Who did you have on the scorecard there?
This was horse shit.
Guys, I got to tell you something. Omar.
Oh, boo.
I rewatched it.
No.
I think D-Rod won.
No.
It was close.
I can't believe it.
Nope.
Live, I was so furious. I didn't understand how it could possibly go D-Rod's way. I want to rewatch it again so I rewatched it today and I scored it for D-Rod and I was like, oh my God, what just happened? So then I went to MMA Decisions and I was like, maybe a lot more people are scoring it for D-Rod than I realized. And no, like like fucking 85% or 90 had it for Jingliang. So I would like to watch it a third time, but I got to tell you, live I thought he got robbed. On the rewatch, I didn't. I thought Lee won a close round one. I thought he, pretty clearly won it. I thought D-Rod clearly won round 3, and I thought it came down to 2. And I know Lee had the bigger moment in 2. He had that sequence where he hit D-Rod hard twice and kind of had him backing up and stumbling a bit. And that's probably the moment that made me think he took it live. But on the rewatch, that moment was not enough for me to give him the round. He was behind before it. Right after it, D-Rod scored points again. He was peppering Lee with that jab all fight long, more than I realized watching it live. Lee was rarely landing all that clean. The leg kicks were really the thing that was keeping him in it, scoring-wise. But, yeah, it was way, way closer than I thought. And honestly, I want to hear from the listeners in the comments what you guys think, but only if you've rewatched it. I don't want to hear from you, and I will ignore the fuck out of you if you're yelling at me and you've only watched it live. Rewatch the fight, specifically round 2, and I want to hear who you score that fight for and why. And I'm going to watch it again, too, because I think it was a lot closer than people realize.
Omar, I think he has a different take.
Yeah, you're not going to fucking ignore me, and I didn't rewatch shit. I can tell you this. Li Jingliang, motherfuckers, won at least 2 out of 3 of those rounds. I had him winning all 3 rounds, but I will take a 2 out of 3 if you have it. But this D-Rod 1 shit is nonsense. Li Jingliang has been disrespected this whole fucking fight week, from the suit to the cancellation to the rebooking to the robbery. This is nonsense.
One more thing. Did you hear what he said today? He didn't get any extra money.
No?
He said my pay was not bumped at all.
Nah. Bro.
How fucking bullshit is that?
How do we live like this? How does this work?
That is some bullshit, man.
I said it during this reshuffle episode that we did. If you haven't checked it out, go do that. Justice for my man, Li Jingliang. This is ridiculous. So no, I don't accept that D-Rod won. D-Rod doesn't like people talking shit apparently either and wants to run it back, and I'm fully for it because that was nonsense.
I want you to rewatch it too. Next week, I want to hear it. Or text me. One of these nights, find the time. You only have to watch round 2. Well, and you thought he won all 3. I thought D-Rod won the 3rd round.
I'll rewatch the whole thing. All right,
I want to hear. But I will tell you, Mike, I'm jumping your gun here, but
it's okay.
I'm going to give justice to Lee, because my suggestion for the matchups for the two of them is each other again. I think there were a lot of extenuating circumstances. They didn't get to train for each other. Lee was at an 8-pound disadvantage. The fight was close as shit. The result was controversial. A lot of moving parts that went into this thing. They both seem like they're down to fight again. I think when a fight's that close, that many circumstances, you can just say, you know what, we're going to do this one again. And that's what I'd like to see.
Especially when Li Jingliang gets bumped out of the top 15. All the way
Dana
out
said he
at this
thought Lee
point.
won as well.
Oh, wow. Omar, would you be down to see the rematch, or you want to see them go separate ways up the rankings?
No, I want my man Lee to stamp that was a win. And we talked about it, like, I think Mark briefly talked about the MMA decisions, like, online. Everybody's got Li Jingliang winning pretty heftily. In the third round, the one that they do have D-Rod winning, that is a pretty close 50-50 split. It's like 54-43 split on whether Li Jingliang or D-Rod won. And like I said, if you want to give me 2 out of 3 for Li Jingliang and you want to give the third round to D-Rod, I'm fine with that. But I had Li winning 1 and 2, in my opinion, pretty damn handily. Close, but I thought it was pretty clear that he won the fight. Or won one of those rounds.
Hand-damnedly. Okay. Should we move on? Sorry, were you not done?
Jingliang. No, I'm done.
I'm going to watch it again. I'll let you know what I get on the third rewatch. But the bottom line is the fight was close. It was.
It was very close. It was very close.
It's a good fight,
and the
too,
split decision reflects that. Okay. Let's march on here.